What's going on, guys? Keegan here from Punisher's Paintball. I'm here with Doug. Today we're reviewing another paintball marker. Today in front of us we have the new Azodin KPC pump.
Also known as the KPC Plus. Really excited to be looking at this thing today. I don't think I've personally reviewed a pump gun on this channel yet, so this is going to be cool to get a look at it. Guys, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 4,000 and it's going to be awesome to hit that before like the end of the summer if we could. However, if you want to pick one of these bad boys up, I'll drop a link in the description and we'll catch you after the intro.
Alright guys, so getting right into this, I guess let's just open her up first. Let's check out the outside packaging. You can kind of see their colors and stuff that they got going on. They went with some very unique colors.
I actually like
on
that.
This. Yeah, they're pretty sweet colors, just different. Other than like the black, of course, but the rest of them are kind of colors that you normally wouldn't see together. So packaging, anything Azodin is pretty simple when it comes to packaging. You open it up, you've got warranty card there that you can fill out, so you have the warranty on the marker. You have kind of just your easy manual, which I actually really like this manual.
Yeah, that's actually nice.
Yeah, it's not just like a piece of paper, it's actually like almost laminated type material,
for
and
sure.
It's actually nice and kind of shows you everything that you would need to know. I love that they put the entire parts list there. That's a huge plus for me, having to fix guns, constantly having to go find those part lists or the diagrams and everything.
That's awesome.
Sometimes be annoying, so I love that they did that.
Well thought.
Yeah. Opening it up, Doug's pulling out the barrel cover right now. Pretty much any gun that I actually don't think there is a gun on the market that doesn't come with the barrel cover.
At this point, I don't think so either.
Yeah. So big thing there. Got some Allen keys, some O-rings, and some extra screws here. Nothing major.
Little
It's
spare
all
parts
fairly
kit.
simple. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's lube included with this, or oil is actually probably what you would want to use on this, but that's okay. It's cheap. You can get it at punisherspb.com.
That's right.
We've always got it in stock whenever we can get it, at least. But then you just got the gun. Gun's right on top, barrel's underneath. We actually decided for this video to go with kind of my favorite color.
It's like the cyan, right?
Yeah, I believe it's like, I don't even know what it is.
It's like a blue and gold.
Yeah, just the blue and gold. Looks pretty sweet. I like the colors of it. It's very poppy. If I was gonna have like a poppy gun, none of mine anymore really that colorful.
That flashy.
Flashy.
This definitely has some good flash to it. I don't know,
Yeah.
man, I actually, like, obviously I'm not a huge fan of blue and gold being an Ohio State person, but I don't know. This is far enough off that I can still get down with it.
Yeah. So
Gives you a one-piece barrel.
Yep, one-piece barrel bored at 685, which is kind of different. Most companies go for a bigger bore size when they release a marker that only has like one barrel back or one barrel. They go for like a 688, 689 barrel. So I like they went for the 85 because that's all I use. I don't think I've ever used any of my other inserts that
It's a little
came
more.
with the gun.
It's a little more realistic. A lot of paint nowadays is a little smaller than it used to be. I overbore. I have a 691 on my shocker right now, but that was just one day of me being impatient, and I never took it off. So.
Jeez. So they did some upgrades from the original KPC. This is the KPC Plus. So the upgrades that they did on it are fairly minor, honestly. You have on-off ASA here, kind of a unique take on it.
Yeah, I've never seen a dial on the side like that.
Yeah,
Or at least it's been a long time.
It's on a dial, and you can kind of see on the back there it unscrewing and screwing in. I think actually this might screw out. Does not come all the way out. That's good to know. You won't lose that.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's actually C-clipped on the other side, so it won't come out, which is great. So going in, of course, turns the air off. Going out, turns the air off. Wait.
Screw it in, turns the air on. Screw it back out, that'll bleed the air out.
That's what I was trying to say.
And degas your gun in your tank.
It has the build of just really any Azodin. Azodin keeps their bodies and everything very similar between the two. The biggest feature on this is actually going to be the auto trigger. So the problem that I had with the original KPC was the fact that you would pull the trigger and you'd have to let off the trigger and then shoot. But with this one, you can actually just hold the trigger down.
Oh, so you can just
yeah, you can just sit there and just hold the trigger down, which I love. That's a huge thing with pump when you're trying to shoot faster. I mean, is it like a huge thing? No, but it kind of just helps you so you don't have to just try to sit there and time it right.
If you're in a game and you get yourself in a pinch, you can fire off a few more a little more quickly.
Yeah, so that's the biggest feature.
Wow.
That's the biggest feature that they really upgraded on the marker, which is a huge feature. The Empire Sniper pump actually had the same feature, and that's really was my main reason why I would go with the Empire Sniper, which they no longer make, over the KPC.
You know what? I also from the old KPs that we had in the shop, I feel like the pump slides a little easier too, and that could just be because it's maybe different or new. I can't. I'm not a tech. I can't speak to mechanics too much, but I can say that it feels a little easier. And as far as other comments on how the gun feels, I actually like the way the trigger feels. It's like clicky, but for a pump, I don't really mind that. It's not a heavy trigger pull at all, and the gun itself to me feels front heavy, obviously, like of course. But I think it's a good compromise of how front heavy it would need to be for being a pump. But I don't, honestly, I think this thing points well. I really, I definitely like the way that I can, I don't know, hold it, how it feels, how everything looks.
The one thing that I do like, everyone, to my knowledge, except for Azodin, has stopped making any sort of pump. Now you have to get one like custom made with like a cocker or something like that. And Azodin is really the only company now that you can just go buy a pump from. If I'm wrong on that, correct me, but Empire discontinued theirs, and no one else has any. Pump is something that I've actually thought about exploring into just because it seems very unique. It's different. It seems fun on a rec field.
Yeah, people have also said that like playing pump makes you really good at gunfighting, and like it helps with obviously conserving paint when you're playing, but it helps with like learning how to not just rely on accuracy by volume. It really it makes you a smarter player. So Keegan, I'm with you. I would be interested in exploring a little bit of pump.
Yeah. But back to the gun, they did a great job on it. It retails for $299.95, so it's right at that $300 mark.
It's not bad.
Which is not bad at all. I mean, you'd be looking at that for like an EMAC, roughly around there. EMAC's going to be a bit cheaper, but for a pump being really the only thing that you can get, you can't really complain at $300.
No.
It is honestly a bit on the higher end. For Azodin. Azodin normally has cheaper price point markers, and this is kind of a more expensive marker from them. It feels very well built, like I said. It operates on most of the same internals and everything as the rest of their markers. However, being a pump, you shouldn't see any issues happening with it.
Not usually, no. I mean, like, if it's
pumps are pretty reliable because they're simple.
Yes. So there's probably a question out there of how much paint can I shoot with this gun. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about doing an efficiency test for this, but I definitely need some incentive. You guys are gonna have to really let me know if you would watch that, if you want to see an efficiency test for this thing, because I'll do it. But that's gonna be like 1,000 shots of.
Don't worry, it'll be quicker because you can hold the trigger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
let us know in the comments, guys, if you want us to do an efficiency test of this thing. But I'd be excited to go out and shoot it if you guys did want to see that. But Keegan, do you have anything else on this gun that you'd like to mention?
Only other thing I'd say is it feels very similar to a lot of Azodin's markers that they already have out there. The regulator is going to be the same. The ASA is different because it's got the on-off, but you're not really feeling that all too much.
Grip frame the same?
The grip frame feels, I believe it's the exact same as the original KPC and some of their other pumps.
Okay.
However, I was never against it. It is a bit blocky, and it could probably throw on some different grips and it would feel really nice.
Yeah, and like some finger cutouts would be cool too.
Yeah, but
it works.
Yeah, it works. It feels good, and being the only pump on the market that you can still buy, to my knowledge,
it's not a bad option by any means. And it's not like it's the best of a situation where there are none. If there were a couple competitors, this would still be in the running. I think this is actually a pretty well made gun. But guys, with that, I think we're going to conclude this video. I will put a link in the description if you want to pick one of these bad boys up. Definitely go ahead and click that and get anything else that you guys need. Let us know if you want to see an efficiency test with this pump gun, and we'll catch you in the next video.